Sir. Next. Section 5. Section 5 is scope and incidence of tax on total income. Is sir, deemed dividend concept, any doubt, sir? Sir.
No, sir.
Sir, remaining under
No, sir.
deemed dividend is into subsection 22 class A to class E. That means any dividend SK, including interim dividend SK or final dividend or deemed dividend is accrued by the shareholders from the domestic company. The domestic company is liable to pay the dividend distribution tax under section 115(o). And also in addition to that, the shareholder is also liable to pay the dividend distribution tax under section 115 BBDA if such aggregate dividend received is exceeds rupees 10 lakhs. Next thereafter already నేను మీకు ఆ రోజు ఈచ్ అండ్ ఎవరీ క్లాస్ ఒక్కొక్కటి explanation ఇచ్చినట్టున్నాను సార్. నెక్స్ట్ section 1 is applicability of the act. The act is applicable to the whole of India, including in the state of Jammu and Kashmir also. Section 2 is the definitions. That means the act contains various definitions. Some of the definitions are inclusive and some of the definitions are exclusive. Next thereafter, section 3 is called as the previous year. Previous year means the financial year immediately preceding the assessment year. Generally, tax is levied or charged in the previous year income, but in some exceptional cases, previous year income is taxable only in the previous year. There is the shipping business of non-resident. Next and also persons living India. Next, associations or bodies formed for short durations, and also persons likely to transfer of property to avoid tax, and also last one is discontinued business or profession. Next thereafter, section 4 is called as the charging section. The Income Tax Act is section 4 is a charging section. In India, the income tax is levied as per section 4. That means it is a tax which is levied on the income of every person related to the previous year. And also the rates of income tax is fixed by the Annual Finance Act and also Income Tax Act 1961. Scope and incidence. Section 5 is scope and incidence of tax on total income. The scope and incidence of tax on total income depends upon the residential status of NSSE. Residential status of NSSE. SSE and a good definition depends, sir. The term SSE means any person by whom any tax is payable under the act. Any tax includes that means any other sum of money payable. That includes any interest, fee or cess, whatever it may be, penalties also. And also the term SSE includes every person who is deemed to be an SSE. That means a representative SSE person is called as SSE. And also the term SSE means every person who is deemed to be in default. SSE in default, that means failure to deduct the TDS. That means that person is also treated as a SSE. The scope and incidence of tax on total income depends upon the residential status of NSSE and also place of accrual or receipt. Place of accrual or receipt. Next. Sir. Accrual or receipt of income and also time of receipt. The scope or incidence of tax on total income depends upon the residential status of an SSE. The first case is a residential status of an SSE. Residential status is over. Already each and every person. Gurtunaya sir, determination of the residential status of each and every person. Gurtunaya amma.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, na sir. Now okay. మా వాయిస్ వినపడుతుందా? ఇప్పుడు బ్రేక్ ఆన్ అవుతుందా?
పర్లేదు.
Okay, a residential status of NSSE. Already residential status is over. It's again determination of the residential status of an individual. It's again in the case of individual, you have to verify the both basic and also it's again additional conditions. If any one of the basic condition is satisfied, therefore is said to be resident. Next is again if one of the basic condition is satisfied, again you have to verify the two additional conditions. Next thereafter place of accrual or receipt of income. Based on the residential status, the taxpayers are divided into three categories. That is a resident and ordinarily resident, resident but not ordinarily resident, and also non-resident. Based on the place, place of accrual of receipt of income, there are two types of income. That is a Indian income and also foreign income. Indian income and also foreign income. What is the Indian income and also what is a foreign income? Such an extraordinary concept, sir. What is the Indian income and also what is a foreign income? Based on the place of accrual. Accrual means the income is accrued or arisen. A receipt means after accrual, the same is received by the SSE. Based on the place, income is of two types, Indian income and also foreign income. What is the Indian income? What is the
Income
Indian
earned
income? Indian income ఇక్కడ denomination of currency is not important. Type of currency, whether it is received in dollar or or rupees or ringgits or riyals అవన్నీ మనకి important కదా సార్. Whether it is Indian income or foreign income. First of all, in the following three cases, the income is said to be Indian income. Such an extraordinary concept. The following three cases, the income is said to be Indian income. First case, income received or deemed to be received. Income received or deemed to be received in India during the previous year. Income received or deemed to be received during the previous year and income accrued or deemed to be accrued or arisen. Income deemed to be accrued or arisen to sponsor. Yes, in both the cases, that means accrual or arisen is in India. Yes, received is also in India. Yes, income received or deemed to be received in India during the previous year, and income accrued or arisen or deemed to be accrued or arisen during the previous year. Yes, this is the first case. In the first case, both the receipt and also accrual or arisen is in India. This is said to be Indian income. సార్ కన్ఫ్యూజ్ అవ్వద్దు. మీరు చాలా కేర్ఫుల్ గా ఉండాలి. నెక్స్ట్ ఇన్కమ్ ఇన్కమ్ రిసీవ్డ్ రాసుకుందరు. నేను టైం ఇస్తా. ఇన్కమ్ రిసీవ్డ్ అవుట్ సైడ్ ఇండియా. ఇన్కమ్ రిసీవ్డ్ అవుట్ సైడ్ ఇండియా. సార్ ఇన్కమ్ రిసీవ్డ్ అవుట్ సైడ్ ఇండియా డ్యూరింగ్ ద ప్రీవియస్ ఇయర్ బట్ accrued or arisen or deemed to be accrued or arisen, deemed to be accrued or arisen during the previous year. Yes, in this case, accrual or arisen, the internet connection is unstable. Yes. In this case, now okay na sir?
Okay sir.
Now okay?
Okay sir.
Okay, first case, both the receipt and also accrual or arisen, both the cases are received in India. Second case is income received outside India, during the previous year, but accrual or arisen during the previous year. Sir, both accrued and arisen is in India, but receipt is outside India. That means this is also said to be Indian income. Yes, okay. Third case. Yes, okay. Income received or deemed to be received, income received or deemed to be received in India during the previous year. Income received or deemed to be received in India during the previous year, but accrued or arisen outside India, outside India during the previous year. Yes, okay. In all these three cases, if any one of the cases satisfied, therefore the income is said to be Indian income. First case, both receipt and also accrued or arisen is in India. Yes, therefore that is said to be income. Yes, Indian income. Yes, the second case, income received is outside India, but accrued or arisen or deemed to be accrued or arisen in India during the previous year. Accrued or arisen, yes, okay, in India. Accrued or arisen in India during the previous year. Third case, income received or deemed to be received in India during the previous year, but accrued or arisen outside India during the previous year. If any one of the cases is satisfied, therefore that is said to be Indian income. That means foreign income. Sir, one by one example. What is a received and also what is a deemed to be received? Received means it is already received. It's over. What is the deemed to be received, sir? What is the deemed to be received?
తీసుకోవాల్సిన ఇన్కమ్ సార్.
తీసుకోవాల్సిన ఇన్కమ్. సార్ సమ్టైమ్స్ మీరు అకౌంటింగ్ టెర్మినాలజీలో మీరు మాట్లాడుకునేటప్పుడు రిసీవ్డ్, రిసీవబుల్ అని కూడా రాస్తారు. రిసీవ్డ్ అంటే ఇట్స్ ఆల్రెడీ రిసీవ్డ్. దట్ మీన్స్ క్యాష్ ఎంట్రీ పాస్ చేసుకుంటారు. రిసీవ్డ్. రిసీవబుల్ అయితే
మనం ఎంత చేసాం సార్, ఇంకా తీసుకోలేదు సార్.
But income is already earned but not received. Okay, here deemed to be received అంటే మనకు రావాల్సింది ఇవి దట్ మీన్స్ అనుకోవటం కాదు సార్. అదేంటనే నేను తర్వాత చెప్తా. డీమ్డ్ టు బి రిసీవ్డ్. ఎస్ ఓకే. నెక్స్ట్ thereafter accrued accrued or income arisen or accrued or received. What is this? Yes, sir. Income arisen or accrued or received. Arisen means, for suppose, I am an employee of Tata Limited. Tata Limited lo నేను employee sir. Every day నేను ఆఫీస్ కి అటెండ్ అవుతున్నాను సార్. That means day 1 my salary will be arisen. Day 1. Day 2 salary will be arisen. ఎప్పుడైతే నేను అటెండ్ అవుతా ఉంటానో నా శాలరీ అరైజ్ అవుతా ఉంటుంది సార్. At the end of the month the salary will become due or accrued. Next, after due it becomes received. Sometimes without accrual and also without arisen, the same is directly received by the SSC. That is called as the advance amount. Advances are without accrual or arisen. The same is directly received. Accrued or arisen compulsory undalsinde sir. That means what is the difference between income accrue
Hello, sir. Hello.
Now,